Warning, Diamond K is in the house. Diamond K is in the house. For the next 60 minutes, yours truly, Diamond K, takes over the radio with Baltimore club music, hip-hop news, and views. Make sure you listen to me Sunday nights, 11 p.m., blogtalkradio.com/The Diamond K Show. And we're going to get started right now.
What's going on, people? It's your man, Diamond K. And basically we're going to do this special tribute show to the Club Queen K Swift. For those of you that don't know, all my people in Baltimore, most people probably know that Club Queen K Swift passed away last night, and we're going to talk a little bit about Swift. I'm going to take your calls, 347-205-9711, and I apologize if I seem a little somber, a little down, because this is definitely a sad day for Baltimore. I got a call, so I'm going to go ahead and take this call right here. What's going on in the Diamond K Show? Who's this?
DJ Unique, what's good?
DJ Unique, what's going on, brother?
Nothing much, man.
Yeah, so we're doing this. We're doing this tribute show to Swift tonight, and of course we're not normally on Mondays, but we're gonna do that show. So how did you find out what happened with Swift?
Well, I got a call like 7 o'clock this morning. Somebody, one of my homeboys from up Park Heights wanted me to DJ his party, and he was like, "Yo, you heard what happened?" Swift, I thought he was playing. I'm like, nah. And then after he hung up, more and more phone calls kept coming, so I just woke up. I was like, man, I know I ain't going to get no sleep today. Cell phone, house phone, cell phone, house phone. So I was going to wait till I heard Squirrel Wild. I was saying to myself, if I didn't hear her and Squirrel Wild on the air together, then I knew something was up. So I was going to wait to listen 6 o'clock. So then when, I heard Nikki say it and her how Nikki was like in tears and all that, that really like kind of messed me up. Because it kind of like both our careers kind of skyrocketed like at the same time as far as like club CDs go. Like it was like she was on the air and I was on the street. And it was like at the same time, it was like she was at the Twilight Zone, we was at the break room. And
that's right.
And it was like both of our careers were skyrocketing at the same time, and it was like hers jumped up. Unfortunately, I had a little situation where as though I almost lost my life. So she was still out there doing her thing. So it was like I'm looking at this now on the news. They said something like the Baltimore music is dead for now. I'm that kind of caught an attitude about that because it's not gonna happen that way. Club music's still gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? But it's like she just took it to that next level for us, a female.
Next level, and that's a good. Hold on 1 second. Speaking of females, Anonymous, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Unique was telling us about, I guess, what he saw in the news.
Yeah. I heard. I think I heard most of it.
You heard most of it? Okay.
I think I heard most of it.
Yeah,
okay. So you said somebody said that Baltimore music was dead. I don't believe that would be true. I think this will probably make people push a little bit harder. And really what I got out of everything that happened today and into last night is pretty much that nobody is promised anything, and you just never know when your card is going to be pulled.
Right.
So you just have to do the best that you can do. So when I guess Anonymous, I guess you never met Swift before, right?
No. But like everybody else in Baltimore, I think you almost feel like you do know her, because I felt like I grew up on the music as a teenager, and even today, she's a big name here in Baltimore.
Definitely.
It's just a very tragic loss. I think for everyone who knew her personally and who didn't, I think everybody in Baltimore pretty much, kind of sad, about the whole situation. It's so sad to lose somebody so tragically and losing somebody so young and so talented.
Right, I agree. And it was weird today listening to the radio and not hearing any of the announcers on. So that was kind of surreal, and you knew something was going on. I mean, my phone started ringing early. Early this morning, and I kind of had a feeling something was going on. And my phone was ringing. I didn't really answer it until I finally got up, and then I started seeing calls. I started getting calls from people that I hadn't talked to in years. So I knew something was going on. So I guess the autopsy has not been done, so they haven't really announced officially what the cause of death was. There's been a lot of rumors running rampant. We do know that it was an accident in the pool at her home, and I think that is some of the concrete things. And it seems like she did a lot of shows. She was real busy this weekend. So, I mean, this was Artscape weekend, and they had a big party at the Paradox this weekend also, which she was there. And then I heard that she performed at the Artscape on Saturday. And I was telling somebody from Atlanta that I talked to earlier that it's kind of ironic that she died at a party. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's I don't know really how. I don't want to say it's fitting, but I mean it's kind of ironic that she died doing something that she loved. I guess that's one way that you can look at it.
Mm-hmm. She definitely, as I could say, she definitely took it to another level. Where it's though like it's gonna be hard for somebody else to come behind her and top what she doing. As far as females, like there will never be another female DJ in a couple years, I say, that's gonna be able to take it to the level that she took it to. I mean, she had the middle schools, the high schools, the elementary schools. Everybody loved her. I mean, there was times where, like, and I remember days at Metro Stereo. I was up Mondawmin. She was at the Plaza.
She worked at Metro?
She worked at security. She was at the security store.
Right. What about, do you remember when you first met her?
I met her, it was crazy how we met, because I met her through Troy Brown, actually.
Troy Brown?
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to, 717, let's see. Looks like we got a call from Philly. I want to take this call real quick. You on the K-Swift Tribute Show. Who's this?
What's good, dog? It's DJ Vex.
What's going on, brother?
Ain't not much. Actually, I'm calling out of York, PA.
Oh, York? Okay.
Yeah, just moved up here about a year and a half ago, but born and raised in Baltimore.
What's going on, Vex?
Ain't not much. Was good. Hey, this, like I was just telling my man back in Baltimore, DJ Showtime and a couple other cats, this right here, it's a sad day. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like I was telling my man up here, when it comes to Baltimore DJs, it's like even though we all competitive, you know what I mean, everybody in the grind and get their thing and do their thing, but it's almost like a fraternity.
Right.
I'm saying, where, I mean, if you think about it, man, we can go all the way back in the day with Booty and Kenny K and Concrete and all them. And
when it
Sean
was like a circle. When it was like a circle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so for Kay to come on the scene when she did,
mm-hmm.
it was like something never even heard of. Like, who's this cat right here? Who's this broad?
Right.
Just coming into a male-dominated field and just taking over.
She definitely was on top of the game. I would have to say this is definitely an example of somebody that's taken in their prime, because I think she definitely was the top of what she was doing.
Exactly, but like I was saying to my mans, this right here, we can't let this go and just happen in vain.
Well, what I got coming out tomorrow, what I got dropping tomorrow on the streets real heavy, I got a dedication club CD that I did from, the way I did the CD is like from the break room, Twilight Zone, to the tunnel, to Choices, to up to now. So all the club music you heard from 98 up until now is gonna be on that one mix CD, and the CD be on the streets tomorrow. So, and then throughout the CD, I'm dedicating it to her. It's called The Dedication. So that's the way it's dropping. It should.
Oh, that's original.
It'll probably be up Philly in your area like by Friday, as soon as I hit my bootleg man off.
Oh, good. Vex, I wanted to get I wanted to get Vex's opinion on. You said you didn't want it to happen in vain. What are you recommending? What are you suggesting? What's the way that we can not have her death happen in vain?
I mean, don't get it twisted, because she was here, like her mom said on the, on the news and everything. She was doing what she loved to do. So the music is sweet, but we can't just take it. We gotta take it past the music too, though, because we can honor her with her music, but we can let it not be in vain by what we choose to do with our life while we're here. Whether it's people choose to, get themselves straight religiously, or just what bad relationships they have with other people and so forth, or just in general.
Exactly.
We gotta tighten us up. Kay is in a better place right now, but we still here. We got to tighten us up. So if there's anybody that's out there listening that got some beef going on with your mans or your girl, or you ain't speaking to your moms or your father, dead that right now. Put that in the trash. It's over with.
Right.
Because the way we talking right now, and the way we politicking right now, this time tomorrow, Lord forbid, but this time tomorrow, somebody might be sitting around having a dedication about one of us.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
That's possible.
Because we just don't know. That's the one thing about life, I got to be honest, that I hate. It's not promised. It's an unwritten script that no matter how hard you try to study for, you will never get it, because you never going to know the end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I say, yeah, we can honor her with her music. We can honor her in the clubs. We can put the teddy bears out. We can burn the candles. We can talk about it all night long. But the way that we can let her life not be in vain is how we choose to live ours from this moment on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I say, let me just say this one last thing, and then and then I'll be out. But let this also be to a lot of females who look at what Kay did. You see what I'm saying? She stepped up into a male-dominated field and took over, because I got a lot of female cousins and female friends and everything. I want to do what Kay did, but I'm scared. Don't be scared. Kay stepped out on a limb. She took a chance, and see how it worked out for her. She was at the top of her game. You see what I'm saying? The game need more female DJs to balance it out. Take that chance, ladies. Do what y'all got to do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, look, very good word from my man. And I'm gonna ask you one question before I let you go. Did you ever meet her before? Did you know it?
Yeah, I wasn't in her circle, where I picked the phone up, AK was going on. But like I said, when you was being a DJ in Baltimore, we all knew each other through each other. You see what I'm saying? I could be hanging out with my mans who might know James the Great, and I grew up with James the Great, and James might be chilling with her. You see what I'm saying? Or even like just because I was doing a little Baltimore hip hop group thing with Trife Woon. And even taking music down to the station, on Music Mondays and things like that. I would bump into her. She always had a smile on her face, always treated people with love. Every time that I did meet her, it was nothing but love. You know what I mean? I met a couple promos out on the streets, when they was riding around in the van and everything. So it was all love. But like I say, it ain't even really about meeting her personally. It's just that the camaraderie and that family that DJ share. You see what I'm saying? So it was like, even though we never picked up the phone and conversed one-on-one or bought each other a sip in the club or something like that, I feel the loss just like somebody who was in that circle with her every day.
Right, and that's true, and I understand that. Okay, I gotta let you go. I appreciate the call, bro.
No doubt. Y'all stay up.
All
right. And the funny part about it, like, I just seen her last Saturday in downtown Locker Room. And
downtown Locker Room, where at?
In Security Mall. And she was like, I was up there buying a pair of tennis. And she like, Unique, you looking good. You look like you got your weight back. You healthy. You taking care of yourself. I was like, yeah, you know. She like, let me get your number because I got a couple back to school parties coming up. I want you doing for me. So we exchanged numbers and, you know, gave a hug and a kiss and, you know, walked out the store. You know, that was it. She was cool. She was in downtown like her doing her thing.
Let me find out you was kissing on Swift.
You sound like Bird a few minutes ago when I was on the phone with him. But yeah, that was my girl. You know, we went to Catesville Community College together. We started, you know, had a radio show together. We did 2 hours apiece, you know, and I did hip hop, she did club, or she did hip hop, I did club. It was like every day, you know, when we was in college together. But I mean, you know, it's just crazy because we started out like neck and neck doing this thing together. You know what I mean? You know, Rod Lee had her jumping on the radio. Rod Lee had me jumping, you know, on the street, and it was like he was feeding both of us music at the same time, and it was like we was just like neck and neck. Unfortunately, like I said, I got sick and I had to take a little detour, and she was doing the thing, and then it's like, you know, now that I'm back doing my thing, and then now all of a sudden this loss, and it's like messing me up because it's like, you know, she when I got back on my feet, she was like, if you need anything, you know, I got you. For as the club music, you need anything, trying to get back out there, she like, I got you. Unique.
So she looks out.
Yeah,
I'm hold on a sec. I got another call. We're gonna take another call. Oh, okay. Hit the wrong button. You on the K-Swift tribute show on the Diamond K show? Who's that?
It's Frank B.
Say that again?
Frank Davey, yo, what's up?
Oh, what's going on?
Nothing, chilling.
So you obviously heard what happened.
Yeah, it caught me by surprise because I looked at my man's message and I saw, you know, R.I.P. K-Swift, and you know.
A lot of people found out that way, I guess, like from MySpace or the internet some kind of way. So that's different. You know, you log on to check your messages and your comments, and you see something like that you completely was not expecting.
Right.
You know. So when you knew her, right?
Yeah, I knew her.
When do you remember how you met her?
I met her. It was years. I mean, like, I believe it's kind of like when she had really just came on the scene. You know, and that's when you know, I was doing my thing, whatever. And she was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? She always gave her shouts on the radio.
Yeah.
Like that.
Definitely. So I guess you're talking about this is the 90s. What you talking about?
Yeah, I mean it was the middle 90s, like 90.
Like 98.
Early in the game, and so I remember when I met her. I was in Electronics and More in Westview, and so she used to come through, you know, and buy club records or whatever. But what's funny now is that when I met her, she couldn't DJ.
Oh, okay.
You know, she was. I mean, well, she thought she could DJ, but she was you know, she was in the early stages, and me and Kenny B used to, I don't know, she improved a lot. I didn't think that she would get to the point that she was, but she was persistent, and she got better. Sort of like Lil Wayne, you know what I mean? So it was like, you know what I mean? She progressed and she got to a point, and and that was really good. And I think she was most comfortable with club music, as far as DJing. I personally think. But she's a very good person, and I had the opportunity to work with her at several clubs, and so she's a cool person. It seems like nobody has anything pretty much bad to say about her that I have seen, and through the emails that I've gotten, and I've got a whole stack here, and I'm sorry I can't read everything, but I mean just a whole lot of rest in peace, you're truly missed. And from Herb in Catonsville said that he's an older guy, but he still loved to listen to her, and he loved to listen to her club music, and his kids loved her. So just a big outpour of love from fans and people like that. So does anybody know how old she was?
I think her and Elle was around the same.
28?
Yeah.
28?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her and Elle around the same age. Yeah.
Okay. And then also it seems to be reported that the pool party was at her house, is what it seems like.
So what happened?
Well, like I said, I don't really want to say exactly because I don't know for sure. They have not officially done. Yeah, they haven't officially done the autopsy. It's just been a variety of things. I think we can really say that the main thing that we do know is that it did occur at a pool accident that was at her home, and pretty much the cause of death is unclear till after the autopsy because it's still early, so it's a lot of different things floating around. So I don't really want to say definitely, but she was hosting a party at her house Sunday evening through early this morning. The police spokesman said, and the only other thing that they know is early this morning she jumped in her above-ground pool with several other people and did not resurface. About 6 or 7 other people were in the pool when she jumped in the pool, and they say the pool was about 4 to 5 feet. And after that is shallow.
Very shallow dive. A jump.
I agree. So after an unspecified period of time, her friends pulled her onto the metal frame deck that adjourned the pool and called 911. When the paramedics arrived, they discovered that she was breathing very shallow and her pulse was weak. The police detective said she was transported to Good Samaritan Hospital, where she was pronounced dead soon after her arrival. So that, 4 to 5 feet is pretty shallow to dive in. So it's possible that that attributed to her death. And of course, it goes on to say that she's known as the club queen, and she introduced the younger generation to the Baltimore club scene and helped breathe new life into the genre. And so she started as an intern at 92Q and worked her way up, which is very commendable and very difficult to do. And so I definitely will take your calls, 347-205-9711. That is the number. So we have Anonymous on the line, DJ Unique is on the line, and Frankie B from the Horsemen is on the line. So, this is, and I had no intention of doing this. So this is something that we decided to do pretty much at the last minute. There was a candlelight vigil I heard at the station today.
Yeah, at 6
so
o'clock.
If anybody listening made it out, I definitely would like for you to call in and tell me about that, or you can email me on my people on MySpace, myspace.com/Dr. Diamond K. And so I forgot that. So Swift and Nikki did a show together. I completely forgot about that. That they did the ladies' night show together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she was also on Off the Hook Radio with Reggie. And I believe Tony was on the show with her at one time also, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they was all on there together. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that was different. And then so I guess in the recent years, Swift had also lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, so the last time I saw her, I probably saw her sometime late last year. I've talked to her, and we've emailed, but I hadn't actually seen her for, like I said, since 2007. And I know I can say that me and Swift did not always see eye to eye on everything, but I will say that we definitely had a mutual respect for each other, and I can't say I can't say anything bad about her really because I mean like Vex was saying that DJing can be competitive. And there's a lot of things that happen with the business part of it. But I mean, I've never had an argument with her or anything like that. So that this whole thing is definitely a tragic loss. You want to add something to that, Unique?
Right.
Unique, you still there?
Yeah, I'm just like a little like it's like messing me up. I mean, because it's like earlier when we was talking, when we was together, it was like we lost 2 losses, like as far as club music and hip hop. Like as far as hip hop, we lost a brother that tried to do stuff real heavy, for the Baltimore hip hop scene and put Baltimore hip hop on the map, the underground scene. Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson. Yes,
then,
Mr. Wilson died last month. And then now here it is, somebody who played a major part in club music. She lost her life. So it's like we lost 2 people, 2 Johnders that tried to do something for Baltimore. Now it's like it's up to us, the ones that's still here, like Diamond, we veterans. You know what I mean? It's like it's up to us to guide this thing through and just. I mean, we can't play with it no more. We gotta go hard with this music thing. We really gotta make it happen here because there's a lot of talent here and there's a lot of people trying to get on. And we lost 2 major people that was trying to make it happen for Baltimore when other people wasn't trying to let us in. It's a lot of cities that's in the music industry that's not trying to let Baltimore in. And just think what can happen if this Baltimore rap scene and this Baltimore club scene got let in. It would be crazy, but at the same time, it's like we lost 2 people that was really trying to do it. When nobody else was trying to do it. Right, and so basically, from this point, we have to, I was telling Wes earlier from the Horseman that you have to, the lesson to be learned here is that you just, whatever it is that you're trying to do, if it's the DJing, if it's rapping, if it's singing, if it's modeling, if it's acting, that you need to go at it 100% because, like we said, the main thing about her is that she was doing what she loved to do, and she's touched a lot of people. And, so and I read something else, that she was in control of her destiny. And I think that's a very important thing, to be in control of your destiny and do what it is that you want to do.
And
so,
can I say something? And I
Absolutely.
also think that, she was really young.
Right.
And I think it was a shock to people that she really was that young because she's been out so long.
Well, she started very early.
A lot.
Yeah, she accomplished a lot in her more in her 28 years than a lot of people that are twice her age, able to accomplish. And I gotta thank my man Booby checking in with me. Booby says, "What's up to everybody?" Okay. Well, all right. So legendary DJ Booby checking in. So, I don't want to take this time to plug anything unnecessarily, but Unique, you do have a party coming up, right?
Yes, 70s and 80s party, August 1st.
Mm-hmm.
The West Side Lounge, 2578 South Highlands. We're going to do it up for my 25 and over. And the Dedication Club CD that will be on the streets tomorrow. You can pick it up from anywhere on the streets. I mean, it's going to be real heavy on the streets tomorrow. Dedication Club CD with K Swift from music from 98 all the way up to now. It's going to be on the club CD, so it will be available tomorrow anywhere. Or you can catch Diamond K out for Tasco. He'll have it. That's basically it. I don't really want to,
Right. And getting a lot of emails, and somebody's checking in saying that they're listening to the show and they want to thank, just thank us for giving them information. And I guess a lot of Baltimore people that are out of town, school or work, or just have moved from Baltimore, and it's hard for them to get a lot of information on what's going on. So big ups to all of you that are listening. And if you want to check in, 347-205-9711. And all my people on MySpace, myspace.com/ Dr. Diamond K. And definitely email me or call if you were at the Candlelight Visual that they had at Radio 1 today, because I really would like to know how that went, and I'm sure that the turnout was very nice. And so basically, if you're just tuning in, this is a special tribute show for K. Swift, who we lost today, early this morning. And I didn't know that her and Kelson were best friends. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
They were pretty tight, you know. They're like, kind of like, it was like Kelson, Swift, Paul, all of them was like real tight, you know.
I guess that Kelson and Swift probably started around the same time, because I think that Kelson worked his way up as well. And so I guess Swift was the mixed show coordinator.
Yeah.
Is that what she was?
Yeah, the mixed show coordinator. Yeah.
Yes, and so Conan says that she's going to truly be missed and that we love her. He also said that he never realized that he would feel this way for a coworker. Feel like a coworker was a family member, and
because Conan was the one that actually got her started, got her the intern job.
Yeah, he said that they have been working together since she was 17. So he said it's very, very difficult for him. So yeah, I didn't know that. You know, I mean, it's definitely, when you're looking back and you think about it, she really did a lot, because the music industry in general is a male-dominated field. So for her to come on, you know, and do things the way that she did, I used to talk to her about early on, you know, because I think early on in her career she was dealing with a lot of different, you know, people putting her music out, and I was always telling her that she needed to put it out herself. And take more control. And I guess when the time was right, she definitely stepped it in the full gear. And I think she was responsible for, I guess she helped a lot of artists. She was working with Young Leak, correct?
Yeah, Young Leak, Comp,
she worked
Boss Man. Young Leak, Comp, Boss Man. You know, her and Squirrel Wild was definitely trying to do that thing a little bit. And then, you know, it was a couple of dudes that was trying to get their foot in. They was trying to be heard, but they had to realize it's a certain way you got to do business, and a lot of people, you know, was feeling like that they wasn't getting their fair share, that they wasn't trying to let them in, but it's a certain way you got to do business. So, you know, their business wasn't handled, and their doors wasn't opening. But Swift, you know, it's like you got to have a hot song, and she definitely played the hot songs that, you know, that the youngins, the young people wanted to hear, you know what I mean? It's like she did a thing for us, like the young crowd. That's why I say, you know, she had the middle schools, the elementary schools, the high schools. She had all that definitely on lock. Every party she threw, you know, sell out, you know, 20,000 kids every party. You know what I mean? What female DJ in Baltimore is gonna be, you know, able to do something like that? Every Thanksgiving,
DJ period.
Pretty much every Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, no matter what she did, she sold out 10,000 kids. You know what I mean? So.
Well, that number may be a little inflated, but I really think that, you know, I think she followed the blueprint that Frank Ski laid, you know, on the way that she did a lot of the things, and you know, somebody else can follow the same blueprint and pick up the baton and keep it moving. So the club music and the Baltimore music in general does not have to die at this point. It can move forward, but we have to pick up the baton, and we have to, you know, make good music, make great music, and you know, and have parties and do all these things. Before this happened, I was talking to somebody about Big Tony, and so Big Tony died in 2003, and then Swift passed away. Okay, so my man Booby is saying that you just never know what's going to happen, and when Swift woke up yesterday morning, she had no idea that it was going to be her last day. So, you know, and if you know when your last day is going to be, it's just, you know, you can imagine the different things that you would do, but we just don't know when that's going to be. So we just, for me, it was a changing thing that, you know, you just have to try to be nicer and just reach out and talk to people that you haven't talked to and tell people how you feel. You know, because I'm sure that a lot of people wish that they could have said something to her, maybe they saw her or something like that. Oh man, we are completely full. I'm going to take another call here. Hold on one second. Hello, you're on the K-Swift Tribute Show. Who's this?
Simon.
What's going on? Huh?
It's Big Sean. I'm over Mall, man.
Oh, what's going on, man?
What's going on? Yeah, I was just, I was just going through. I was just checking the site, see if anybody was showing the love to it. And I was on Rap Godfathers. They did a nice piece on it. I just
really?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So, I guess what can you share with us about your, you know, memories of Swift?
I mean, it's crazy, right? That's what I left in the comments, because a lot of people don't know I used to mix, you know, and I used to throw it down. I had hella records. I kind of weaned away from mixing, started doing other things. I left all my records over my man's house, DJ Storm.
Mm-hmm.
And Storm sold Swift all my records. I'm talking about like 20 long milk crates. Now, if anybody back in the day know about the long milk crates, I had like 25, 30 milk crates, and he sold all of them. And like one day, me and Swift was rapping, and I was like, you know what? I said, you got my records. And she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, look at your records. It got my stamp on it. So we used to always stamp our records with our logo. It was
everybody did that.
Yeah. And she was like, you know what? You're right. She's like, I got a whole lot of them. I was like, yeah, I'm bad. So every time we used to always laugh about that. She turned out to be one of the best female DJ that this time has ever seen so far.
Definitely. And I was saying it earlier.
She opened up a lot of doors for people, like she followed Frank, but a lot of people, she has, set the bar high for other people too. Everybody, and trying to emulate her style, and it wasn't that, it was hate, like you were saying like a few minutes ago before I got in. People was trying to do it, felt as though they weren't getting their shine. It just wasn't that. It's just like she was the queen bee on the block, and they gonna come out and show the love, to her. But everybody else was getting theirs in. But it's not that she's gone. Like you said, somebody else can pick up the baton and do the exact same thing. But, she was a wonderful person. Like if you didn't know her, you just saw her in the club. Like we said, a lot of people we knew her personally.
Mm-hmm.
She was a very nice woman.
Right. My man, big shout out to my man DJ Tito. Just hit me on the email. And so, I mean, at this point, I don't think that, at least since I've been alive, that Baltimore has had an on-air personality of this magnitude pass away. So, I mean, of course, we definitely had losses, and Tony was a big loss. But I think that this is probably the biggest loss as far as a radio personality that Baltimore has seen that I know of.
And when I was out at the station at the Visual, I was.
So you went to the Visual?
It was. I'd say it was my idea, but I called Buck and was like, let's do it, put it together. That was like about 12 o'clock this afternoon. When I woke up, I had like 100 emails and 100 texts on my phone. And I was calling me, was it true? Was it true? My wife came home from work. They was asking her, because they know I know the people at the station and stuff. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, let me call Pork. I called Pork, and Pork laid it down for me. That shit, I mean, it hurts, brother. And then, like, to get back to what you were saying, people need to bury that hatchet if you got brothers with your loved ones, or if you got, you beefing with just people just in general. You really need to cut that out. And And you know, what really touched me, like, I didn't break down out there. When I came home, I broke down with my wife, my brother-in-law, and my sister-in-law. And we got like a little situation going out, family, but, you know, we squashed that. But what's her name came up to me, Cinemix came up to me and was like, Sean, you know, you hurt me when she first came here and she was on the air, I got blasted. It was like a all-in Tell the Truth Tuesday or something like that. You know, and I laid into her, you know, by me being a former DJ, you know, I mean, it's like the mix she did, it was, you know, I laid into her, you know. I mean, it was the truth. Like I told her today, I was like, it was the truth. You know, she was like, you know, that really hurt my feelings. You know, and we
so you said what? I mean, make sure I understand what it was. So she was on the air mixing.
Yeah, she was mixing. Like she was. Remember, she was in. It was in the morning. She was
okay.
In the morning.
Right.
So
okay.
The morning she first came, and I had just left the station, and I was listening. I was like, yo, who is this Cinemix? And I was like, yo, that mix was garbage. It was like the stuff was off beat. And I was like, you know, y'all using, she was using Serato, nothing should have been off beat, yada, yada, yada. You know, I ripped her. You know, I really did rip her, you know. But I told it to her, I said it in truth, you know, and then Mark played it on the air, what I had said. And, you know,
oh, snap.
Yeah, it really hurt her. You know what I mean? And I had reached out to her before, but, you know, we never resolved it. But today, you know, we buried that hatchet, you know, and I commend her, you know, and I commend her for that, you know, because, you know, like, not to say it was a mistake what I said, you know, like I told her, I said it.
I mean, it's what you felt, you know what I mean, right. And but to her credit, Cinemix is a decent DJ.
She's nice. She's nice. She is nice.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, maybe you had them on air jitters. You know, we laughed about it. You know, gave me a hug, I gave her a kiss. You know, and I only want the best. I only want the best for her. You know, and if that, you know, said that emotion. If somebody says she came here, we have not spoken, and she buried that, you know. I mean, and
yeah. So she reached out to you,
right? So I came out there and I made up a couple of shirts, you know, with K Swift on it, me Pork L, and who else had the shirt? Me Pork L. Yeah, just me Pork and L.
Right.
The same shirt, you know. And I was walking through the lot passing out candles, you know, and she stopped and she was like, Sean, and, you know, she was like, you know, we got to bury this hatchet. And I was like, yeah, we really do. And then she just, you know, she reiterated, you know, what you said hurt me. You know, she said, I'm going to never forget that. She said, but I forgive you, you know, and, you know, we got to be cool. And I was like, you're right, you know. And I gave her a hug and a kiss, and, you know, and it's all good.
Right, and just told her to keep it on beat next time.
Right. Yeah.
Right, if you just tuning in, this is a special tribute show for K Swift. And if you want to check in with us, 347-205-9711. And I got to say what's up to my homegirl, Barbie, in New York. I did not know that was you. And what's up to my girl, Sandy, checking in. That's, you know, it's everybody seems to have all these good memories of Swift, and that is really good. I think that it's going to really be crazy if they do a funeral that's open to the public. I think that's just going to be something like we haven't seen before. In Baltimore.
Yeah, Tony's.
And Tony's was a very, very big funeral, and it was crazy. I think that this is even.
Bigger.
Yeah, and I don't want to say it'll be more tragic, but I mean, I think that it would be an even larger outpour because Tony was sick for a period of time.
Right.
And it was like, I'm not going to say you expected it, but it was, you know, the blow was softened a little bit because he was sick, and so, you know, eventually something was going to happen. But with this, it's completely out of nowhere, you know. And a lot of people are uncertain as to what's going to happen. What does this mean for club music? What does this mean for, you know, clubs? What does it mean for a lot of things? Are they going to change things? You know, so, and I'm sure that, did you get a chance to see Squirrel Wild? Was he at the vigil?
I didn't see Squirrel. I didn't see Squirrel. There was a lot of people I didn't see, you know.
Yeah, I definitely would like, and I know he's hurting right now because they were like probably like brothers and sisters. He saw her every day.
I called him and left him a message, but I can sympathize with what he's going through. You feel me? It's like people asking me, yo, why you ain't crying? I said I'm crying inside, brother. I'm like, man, I lost my mother, I lost my brother. You know, I've lost countless friends. I just buried my grandmother. We just buried Pork Mother. You feel me? All the people that I've, we lifelong friends. You know, not to say that I can't cry no more. You know, it's just, it's eating me, son.
Yeah, it's eating a whole lot of people. Like especially me. Like I said, it's like, for me, it's like, and Diamond, you can vouch for this. Frankie, you can vouch for this. It's like, when we started, it was beautiful back then. It was nothing like the way things is now. It's like, yeah, everybody had their teams and everything back then, but it's like we all networked, and we swapped music with each other. It was nothing like, I gotta wait till I get the music from this person, that music. Even though she always got everything first, and you always got on the horn and be like, yo, Roy, yo, Tech, what was that Swift just played? Can I get that? And it was like, by you being a DJ, you had to call them up and be like, yo, I need that what she just played. And, and they used to be like, well, you got to wait till the record come out. I mean, she had access to everything first. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, the reason for that is just that they wanted the demand to be built up, and she was on the air, so she needed, they wanted to give, if you wanted to get a song popping, you wanted to give it to her.
You had to give it to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, she made it hard for other people that was trying to, the street. She made it hard for the street DJs. I'm gonna put it to you like this: the street DJs had stepped their game up a double notch because she was taking it to the climax. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it's like we just had to do us. We couldn't even compete because she was on this whole nother like Kid Capri level. It was like she was like the Kid Capri of club music. I'm gonna keep it real. And it was we was like the doo-wops, the Ron G's. You know what I'm saying? We was like that. So it was like we had to grind, and she was there. So I mean, the respect is there no matter what. No matter what you had to say bad or good about her, no matter what, she did it. She lived her life to the fullest. She did it more in her 9 to 5 hours working as a female DJ than any DJ in Baltimore, period, since Frank Ski left. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, and that's how it was. She got her grind on, and she made it known what she wanted, and she went out there and she snatched it, and she did it.
That's what she did.
Without no complaining, without no talking about no other DJs, without saying that person can't mix, that person can't mix. She just went out there and proved everybody wrong and did what she had to do while everybody was saying, oh, yo, she whack, she can't do this, she can't do this. But while you steady talking about her, she steady climbing and getting money, riding around in expeditions, bought her mother a house, did this for her mother, bought her mother a car, she buying bigger trucks. So she was doing what she had to do while everybody was steady complaining, yo, I ain't getting no break because she, if you would have did you would have got what she got. But she lived the life to the fullest, She did.
How you got all this inside information on Swift?
I'm just saying she did more as far as DJs than any other DJ ever did since Frank Ski left, and she took it to the next level, and she got my respect for that forever. That's why I'm doing the CD, and it's like, I think it's mandatory that.
You plugging that CD real heavy, B. You plugging that CD real heavy.
I gotta do it for my baby. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be missed in Baltimore, so it's only right to let people know that this club music ain't gone. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing the CD. And when I heard that on the news, that kind of made me mad and made me upset. And that made
the statement that was made is that club music is.
They're gonna say club music is dead for now, at the moment. And I'm sitting there listening, like getting mad when I heard it at 12 o'clock for the moment. Club music is dead. Club music ain't going nowhere. If we started it, we gonna finish it.
Well, I mean, and that's the right attitude to have. And I heard that Frank was talking about Swift on his show today, and it was another thing that I noticed is that I haven't seen news spread as fast as this spread ever. It was just amazing how fast the news spread, that she had passed away.
It was like
Right, yeah, and it's very similar to that. And a lot of times, it seems like the people have that type of feeling, like it's like an Aaliyah type of loss because it was, you know, she's in her prime, you know, she's a woman. And,
right, and then, you know, Kiss FM, they did Gemini did the 12 o'clock mix. Michelle Wright, they dedicated the 12 o'clock mix to Swift. Then over on PGC, Titan and Michelle Wright, they dedicated the 12 o'clock mix to Swift. So
I think Red's gonna do his 5 o'clock tomorrow and dedicate it because he was out there too. But he was
and Quicksilver did his little quick mix. He dedicated to her, played old school club music, and he did his thing on that. You know, so it was like the word got out. Everybody showing love. You know, so. Yeah, it's a good look. And today on Shady 45, Rudy Lord said they gave her rest in peace shout out. So it's getting around. It's getting around heavy.
Yeah, it's definitely getting around. Also, big shout out to my man DJ Tamil in Jersey.
Shout out to Tamil.
Yeah, so that's pretty crazy. 347-205. 9711, and we were supposed to stop at 12:15, but you know, it's real crazy right now. So I think we're gonna go another. Y'all want to stop it? Or y'all want to keep going?
We can go another half an hour.
Go another half an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's cool. We go another half an hour. And if you just tuning in, as a lot of people I see are just tuning in, this is a special tribute show to K Swift. And we're going to be in, I guess, for another half an hour or so. If you want to hit me up on MySpace, myspace.com/Dr. Diamond K, you can send your thoughts through the email. And if I get a chance, I will read them, as many as I get a chance to do. So I'm going to play something. Oh, goodness. Also have to mention this while I have everybody's attention. Tuesdays, we got Anonymous. You want to go ahead and plug that Tuesday thing?
Oh, we talking about Tuesday?
Yeah, plug that real quick.
Okay. Tuesday, we're going to do a hot topic. Hot topic is going to be about, well, you sure you don't want to do it?
No, what I wanted you to say was Tuesdays at 9 p.m., on 410radio.com, we got the Tuesday night hot mix jumping off. That's what I wanted you to say.
But you don't want to tell me what we're going to talk about, though? Everybody knows that already about the hot mix.
Okay, well, go ahead. You can plug it. Go ahead.
Okay. Tuesday, we're going to talk about, our question is going to be, what would people do if a gay rapper came out and his stuff was hot? Like, would you buy it? Would you think he'd be hot? Like, even if say Lil Wayne came out, somebody like Lil Wayne, and they was gay, do you think they would be big as Lil Wayne? Would they be accepted in the hip-hop community?
Okay, but don't need let them answer the question now. That's for tomorrow.
I'm not.
Right,
that's for tomorrow,
but that, okay. That, I mean, that's kind of crazy. I didn't come up with that, by the way. So,
only Minaj would come up with something like that.
Huh?
I said only you would come up with something like that.
You know what? Actually, a friend of mine came up with it. We was having a conversation, and they came up with the whole, like, what do you think? And I said, you know what? That's a good question.
I mean, if we talking about Swift, and y'all talking about gay people. What is that all about? What are y'all trying to say right now?
We're talking nothing. We're not saying anything.
We're going to play some music, and then we're going to come back, okay? You're just tuning in. Special tribute to K Swift, 347-205-9711. And this is by request, by the way.
K Swift. I think they're ready, shall we? Shorty, wait a minute, can I slide to the left, slide to the right? Hold up, shorty, wait a minute, can I tonight?
We are back on the Diamond K Show. Special tribute to K-Swift. 347-205-9711. Frankie B, you still there?
He must have hung up. What's wrong with him?
Okay, in order for me to go into this next half an hour, I gotta do something real, real crazy. Unique?
Yeah.
Anonymous?
Yes.
Frankie B. You know,
he sleep.
It does not. That does not surprise me at all.
Oh my God.
That does not surprise me at all. And so, Unique, you I'm trying to think. So when Swift was at the Twilight Zone, where were we at?
We was at the break room.
We were at the break room. That is right. That is right.
And it was like our careers was like neck and neck at that time, and it was like we was like, oh man, that was like the funnest time I ever had in my life. You know, back then it was just fun. It was fun. You know, we had fun. You know what I mean? It was nothing like it is now. It was like everything is so watered down now. It's just like, you know, like ridiculously watered down. It's like the fun need to be back in it, and that's all we did.
I agree.
We had fun.
I agree. We get ready to go into the final segment, the final half an hour of the show, and I'm going to have to drop everything, and then y'all will have to call me back on the other side.
All right.
Okay?